take a look at what has transpired using the Fibonacci retracement and see how one could use this retracement zone objectively to, to get some possibility or scenario where the price might be headed. If we take a look at, I have this, let me go back and we do this. We have the Fibonacci retracement here on this string here. And you can see this is the 618, 2722 right here. And it is pretty close to this 2738. Price came down close to the 618 and got a bounce here. So one would expect if it come down to the 618 and bounce, we would expect it to bounce back up at least to the 100% level. That would be the all-time high. But although one could make a case, they say, wow, it didn't really get down to the 618. So there's still a possibility that it could be retraced back down to this zone and even possibly fail to bounce back up from the 50% and go and retrace all the way down to this low here. Okay, that's a a fair statement to make and an assessment to make, based on this Fibonacci retracement, because we have to be consistent of whatever we're trying to do. All right, so now let's take this out. All right, and we're going to take a look at the Fibonacci retracement from this swing here. Now, first of all, we're going to take a look at this swing here, right? And a lot of people was, looking at this H pattern breakdown. So one have to trade it accordingly on the H pattern breakdown, or basically just it's just another fancy way of saying we're basically playing the Fibonacci breakdown, right? Fibonacci retracement breakdown, because here you see it came up to this 50%, between 50 and 618, right? And it fell, and then now it came down here, and it broke. And if you take a look at the major move here, if I reverse this, let me get this, if I reverse this, right, or this way, okay? So if we bounce off the 50%, and essentially we were looking for a 100% retracement, that would be a 50%. I will show you another way to get this major move. But typically, if we break at the 38%, then we probably look at a break to the 127, or if we break the 50, we're probably looking at 141. So we see this breaking near this 50% retracement, and here it came down to 141, and we got a bounce. Right? See, because basically there's another way of looking or using the Fibonacci tool. Right? The other way is using this is a retracement tool, and we're going to use the extension tool. Right? So we're basically doing a major move. This major move is essentially we want to measure this projected move down to this, right? Okay, that should be a 100% symmetry move. Okay, so we use a Fibonacci extension. We measure this swing, right, and come back up to this top here, and extend it down, right? So this is the 100% level, right? 2739.45. So that's very close to where it ended, which is 2728.81 on this low, right? So basically, that's how we use these tools, right? Objectively, not personally with personal bias or whatever, or trying to make it to suit our, our thesis, right? Okay, so that's one way we could say, well, this move is pretty much terminated because they already done this thing and met this major move, right? So now we're going to say, okay, let's take a look at this Fibonacci retracement over here. Okay, let me get the tool back. And we say here, right, from this swing, if this thing have, go above the 50% and also move out the 618, then the chances are it's going to come up to this 100%. Right? So right now it's getting close to that 100%. So we're going to see would it be able to move up this 100%. If we go to the 100%, the next level that we'll be watching is 127. So this 127 at 2936.58 is really close to this all-time high here at 2954.13. Right? Okay, so that's another level that you might want to keep an eye on, or using your Fibonacci retracement tool. But then also we got this right here. We can look at this swing, right? This swing here. So what we're looking at is if, right, this swing here, if the price come above that 50% level, right, there's a good chance if it move away from the 50% level, bounce off, then there's a good possibility that it's going to retrace to 100%, right? So we're basically looking at 29.54.13, which is the all-time high as a possibility, right? Because if you look at this, even though if it come up at this 28.98 resistance and then pull back, and maybe come back and pull into this 50% retracement and then move up, right? Then we basically, essentially, we're looking at this possibility if we move the Fibonacci retracement, let's say come up here, this swing, terminate here, and then get a pullback, then we look at this, right? So now, once again, if we set up a Fibonacci retracement at this level here, this swing here, so let's say the price move up, came back down, and hit this 50% and get a bounce, which is right near the 2816.88, right? If it get a bounce here, then this 127 is 29.44 and 141. Remember we said earlier, if it come down and bounce off the 50%, the chances are it's gonna do a major move up to 141, most likely. Then it will be above the all-time high, and that's basically what we're looking at the all-time high, if that's the case. So the scenario is, if next week move up to the 28.98 and pull back, then we probably will be looking at an all-time high. But if it pull up and it failed to pull, bounce and come back down, then we're basically looking for this moving down. Then all of a sudden we will be looking at this possibility of a head and shoulder pattern. Okay, so just bear in mind all these possibilities. You could play around with the Fibonacci retracement and Fibonacci extension, and that's one way to get some idea of where the price might be headed, and get some possibility of levels, and to keep an eye on those level for price reaction. Of course, you always put priority on the support and resistance level, which I have. So next week, basically looking at the 28.98. 28.60, if it go up, come back down, can't hold, it can bounce somewhere around these, come down, then we're basically looking for 28.16 to see would it get a bounce. That would be the 50% retracement. If it doesn't get a bounce and come back down, then take out the 38, then 38.2, then we're basically looking at 27.38. Right, so that's the way to look at the S&P 500 using, well, that's one way to look at the S&P 500 using the Fibonacci extension and Fibonacci retracement tool. If you like the content in this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber of my YouTube channel, click on the subscribe button and the notification icon to avoid missing any future video.